This is PGA coach James Dean, and he recently switched from the #1 American clubs Titleist to the #1 Japanese clubs Honma as a Honma ambassador.
Yes.
And today we're going to compare what it's like switching from Titleist clubs to Honma clubs and see, are they really better or is there a difference?
So first of all, yes, I'm a staff player at Honma, and I'm ambassador at Honma, and then recently changed to Titleist to Honma. The result was very surprising. I never ever thought that I would change my whole club to Honma. But not just because I'm ambassador, but when I actually did a club bidding, the result was actually better than
Really?
Titleist, yes. So
Okay.
I was actually surprised. So
Okay.
First, let me explain to you guys about Honma. So Honma doesn't use the industrial cheap steel. They use the premium soft steel. They have Barras 3-star, 4-star, and 5-star. They range from $5,000 to like almost $40,000 for iron set. So, and they're actually made of carbon fiber and also actual gold. So there's a reason why it's expensive.
Sure. So let's go through these clubs. Like, what's the difference between a Titleist club and a Honma club?
So first of all, let's start with
let's take out some clubs here. Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
which iron want to take out?
So the reason that I chose T150 from Titleist is because it has a hollow design.
Okay.
So remember we talked about the hollow design?
Hollow design gives you more what?
More forgiveness.
More forgiveness,
yeah.
right?
And it gives you a little bit more explosiveness. Once you hit less center, it gives you better result.
Yeah.
And then the Honma VX is the forged iron, and it's not hollow design.
So this looks like a lot thinner club,
yeah,
right?
it's a little bit more bladed, yes. And then I thought that this would give me less forgiveness, but result was crazy. Even though this is a new club, right? I'm not used to this club, so I'm hitting it less in the center.
Right.
But the actual result was this one had actual better backspin.
Okay.
And a little bit more higher ball flight,
And why
which
does
is
that?
what I
Why
needed.
does it create that?
First, because of the shaft too. I changed it from the KBS to Project X to just give you a little bit more ball flight. And I'm not sure about the technology.
Why it's creating more ball spin? It's so.
I mean, loft is pretty much the same. We did the exact same loft. And distance was pretty much the same. So it actually gave me around 200 to 400.
But it just gave you a lot more
spin.
ball spin.
Yes. And then also it gives me way more forgiving. Even
Why
though
would
with the
something with the smaller and not hollow design give more forgiveness?
Oh, as I said, it's made of a more premium soft steel.
Okay, the material is softer.
Yes.
Okay.
That's why they're expensive.
Right.
So, yeah, that's one of the reason. And changing the shaft and everything is same, but yeah. So it's gonna take me a little bit longer time to get used to the club, but so far I'm loving it. It's so good.
So why don't I try your Titleist 8 iron and your Titleist Honma iron and see what it feels like? Okay. Oh wow, everything is going left now.
It's not a bad strike.
Yeah. Okay, let me try the Honma club.
So how'd you feel on that one?
How do I feel? It feels less like soft than my PXG clubs.
It's a little
less
bit
forgiving. Yeah.
Your PXG is more for beginner golf.
Most forgiving, right?
Yeah.
Whoa. This is so much feedback on this one.
Really?
Or did I just hit that one bad? I'm getting more feedback on this.
But you got the better result though.
Yeah.
Let
me hit one more.
With the off center strike.
So that was a bad strike. But overall, I'm getting more feedback on this Honma club than that club. It feels like I can feel the tip of this club more than the tip of that club.
Right.
Is that what you're feeling?
That's the thing. I mean, with the hollow design, you can't really feel much of a sensation when you're hitting the ball. So you're not sure where you're hitting off the club face. So that's the good thing about forged irons.
You want to show us one swing from both of these?
Yeah, sure.
So this is the Honma one?
Yeah, so a little off center, but
I can feel it more in your swing as well. Like this compared to previous clubs, I can feel how much the point of contact is more focused into the head here.
Yeah, and I know exactly where I hit it. I just hit that off the tip.
Right.
So that's the thing about Japanese club. That's why I used to use Mizuno for like 5 years when I first started golf. And the reason I use Mizuno is because I can feel
The head?
Feel the club head. Yes. So try one more.
Yeah, I can hear that sound of the head. It's so obvious.
And good thing about this is when you hit the center, it feels so pure.
It's so obvious. Good. I'm surprised. Then what's the advantage of an American club then, like Titleist? So what's the advantage of American clubs? It gives you a little bit
more explosive off the face when you're using like hollow design, like P790 TaylorMade and P770s, and also a little bit more forgiveness. And when you hit miss center, it gives you more.
I can feel that when I see you, because I always see you swing with these Titleist clubs, right? Your power generation feels like it's like this big, right? But for this one, it feels like it's like this big.
Oh, really?
It's like, it's more condensed.
Does it feel like I'm swinging smoother with this?
Not smoother, but your like sweet spot has gotten smaller.
It's been almost 6 to 7 years since I've been using the forged iron.
Right.
Not forged, the hollow design. But I'm glad I'm actually back to forged.
Okay.
It feels so good. We have a hybrid, longer iron, and the different shaft.
Ah, you have different shafts on your...
Yeah, every shaft is different.
You have a different shaft in all your irons?
No, not irons.
Oh,
so we just finished up.
Okay, so that was just the irons.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now we gotta go to wedges.
Okay.
And then we're gonna go to the hybrid, longer, long iron as a hybrid. We can do comparison.
Okay.
And then the woods and driver.
Okay.
And woods driver, important thing is mostly the shaft.
Sure. All right, let's go. What's next?
Okay. So next is the wedge. So this is the part that I've been struggling with. So
switching from Titleist to Honma.
Yes, because I've been using Vokey wedge. This is the most well-known wedge from the golf industry. So it's Vokey wedge for almost 15 years.
Right.
So I haven't changed the wedge.
But you can't use this wedge and then Honma. It's not cool, right?
No, it's not about being cool. The feeling is so different.
Okay.
So I actually haven't changed my wedges yet.
Yeah.
Because it's very hard to get used to a new wedge.
But what I'm saying is like, can't everyone just pick their favorite club from every brand? Like have like Titleist irons, Honma wedges, TaylorMade drivers.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. But I haven't gone to the golf course with this yet. But I'm planning on to do on my next round.
Right.
So I'm gonna do a little bit of comparison. And just the shaft, the only thing that changed is the same shaft as my iron, Project X 6.0 with 120 gram LZ. So yeah. So next, longer irons. So I've been using 2 iron. This is a TaylorMade Sim DHY.
Okay.
So this is my 2 iron. I hit this around 230 to 240.
Right.
So I've been using this for almost 6 years. So because I don't practice as much, if I don't practice my irons and hitting longer irons, it gets harder when it gets to the golf course.
Right.
So that's why I changed this to hybrid.
Okay.
So I changed to a 3 hybrid. So this is the Honma TW767 3 hybrid. So I got the same shaft, the Tour 80 DI.
Yeah.
It's a little bit longer, but it's a little bit less lofted.
Okay.
So this is 18 degree. Not 18 degree. This is around 17 or 16 degree. So this one goes farther. This one's gonna go farther, right?
Okay.
But this one has a little bit longer shaft. So it has very similar distance. And I've been using this for almost 2 weeks, and I
see better results?
Yes, way better results.
Right.
So much easier.
But can you really compare hybrid to long iron? It's kind of different, right?
Compare? Oh no, they're exact same club. Let me show you results.
Sure.
So let me hit 2 shots on each. Yeah.
Okay, not easy to hit. You gotta practice.
Okay. So it's gonna be left and right, but I'm just not confident over the ball when I don't practice. So with the hybrid, every time I hit, I'm just very confident over the ball.
Right.
So I use this off the tee or on the fairway. It's very, very easy to hit.
Nice.
So yeah, it's pretty similar distance, around 230 to.
But this one you're just more comfortable hitting and more consistent, right?
So much more comfortable.
But what's the difference between a Honma hybrid and a Titleist hybrid?
Hybrid?
Yeah. Because we want to compare the same things, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
actually, you can't compare. You don't have a Titleist hybrid.
I do have it. but I don't use it that much. It's just that this one doesn't have adjustability. You can't adjust the loft and the lie angle for this one.
But what about it feels easier to hit?
It's more forgiving, and I like the sound better. And then dispersion actually got better. Okay. My miss was right side with my Titleist hybrid, and it's actually my dispersion got so much better. So better accuracy.
Okay.
Next one is the wood, but I actually haven't hit my wood yet.
Okay.
This is my first time.
Sure.
So we can do some little comparison. So I'm gonna hit the.
It's not even opened yet.
Yeah, it's not even open. So we can do comparison with this, with my 3 wood, with my Titleist, and with the TSR. Well, TSR 3 wood, TSR 2, and then the TW767 3 wood.
Okay. So
yeah,
your Titleist first?
Sure.
All right.
So let's hit 2 shots each.
This is your Titleist.
Yep. So obviously, I'm more confident over this club. It's around 250. Let's try one more. Just a little left. Yeah. Okay. So let's
try your Honma clubs.
So
you never hit with this yet.
It's brand new. Oh wait, it looks very flat on the club head. Yeah, much flatter. Yeah. So, let's give it a try. Okay. So this one has a different shaft. The one that I have was 280, and this is the Ventus 6X Velocor. So let's give it a try. Oh,
I can hear this difference again. It's like the same thing that we're seeing when we talked about the irons. For me, it feels like your whole sweet spot got more compact.
It went 10 yards farther and much more straighter too.
You can tell from the sound because the sound also indicates how close to the head the contact has been or the power generation. And this one is definitely a lot more close to the head than your other iron or your other clubs.
Okay, let's try. So one more.
Yeah, it's really obvious.
Wow.
I'm not too sure if they can see it or hear it in the camera, but live, it's super obvious. Like the Titleist, your previous clubs felt more powery clubs. Well, they were more hollow, right? Well, I don't know about the hybrids, but these ones feel a lot more precise.
It actually was.
Yeah.
I hit that farther.
Okay.
And also more closer to the center than the Titleist that I've been using for a long time.
Yeah.
So wow, this is very surprising. And weird thing is this much more. I've never seen a club that's this flat.
Well, flatter, I think it would all make sense with the theme of everything becoming more precise. Because I don't know if I want to talk about the physics of something, but the smaller something is, the less dispersion of power there is, right? So it's more focused. That's why bladed is also more focused than the hollow.
Could be. Let me try one more.
Sure.
I love this club. I like the sound too. Sound and the feeling is
a lot more clickier. So this one you mishit a little bit, right?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Still more closer to the center. But yeah, felt pretty good. Yeah.
I can tell a lot more precision.
Yeah, there's no excuse not to change.
Yeah.
I'll definitely go with this one for sure.
If you're looking for a beverage for your golf game, try Shake Cold Brew Tea in our affiliate link down below.
All right, let's go to our last club, the driver. So,
have you tried the drivers?
Yes, I did. So, this one, I've been using Titleist for a long time, from TSI to TSR, and now I'm at the GT.
Okay.
And it's just a little bit confusing because I changed the shaft.
Okay,
so the shaft is
not a clear comparison.
Clear comparison, because if they're in the same shaft, there it is. But thing is that I lost a little bit of distance with the Honma.
Okay.
But the dispersion got better.
What did you hit too? I feel like I have a pretty good sense of what's going on when you're hitting in terms of the impact-wise.
Yeah, it's telling you the result with my TrackMan. Yeah. So dispersion got better, but I lost around 5 to 10 yards.
Right.
It was just a lot, but I'd rather sacrifice distance and hitting a fairway than hitting it far and getting.
Let's take a look. So this is your Titleist club.
Yes.
So before you hit this Honma club, what I'm gonna guess is still, I hear quite a bit of cushioning on this impact. I can hear it cushion in before it goes out. So it's like a tupa. So I'm curious. I'm curious if this club will be the same theme as what we've seen before, which is snappier and smaller power dispersion.
Okay.
So let's
more
see.
Punchier.
Yeah, punchier.
Okay. So the sound is different.
Okay.
So it really depends on what kind of sound you like. It is definitely not the sound that I like.
Okay.
Compared, because I'm so used to Titleist, but yeah, let's see.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is that a good hit? It sounds a lot like my PXG.
I didn't hit it in the center of the club face. But you see, it went dead straight.
Yeah.
So I lost exactly around 10 yards. And then, but the ball was dead straight. So I'll try one more. Yeah. It just goes super straight.
This sounds very similar to my...
It ended up right beside each other.
Yeah.
Right beside each other. So yeah, this is the result.
This is very similar to my PXG head sound. It's like
yeah. More...
I actually don't like it either. Because before I was using the Cobra, right?
Yes.
But this sound is like, what are you getting? You're getting more control.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting more control. It might be because of the shaft too, but yeah, I mean, you can't really go wrong with that shot that was dead straight, right?
So overall, like all these clubs are giving you more control than before.
Yes. Yeah. Definitely, what I noticed was the hybrid for 100% sure, and iron was definitely better. And yeah, we just tried the woods.
Yeah. And
the result was much better. And then the driver, I lose a little bit of distance, but it's more closer. It's just dead center.
Okay.
So obviously I have to, it's gonna take me another month or two to get used to the club. Yeah. But I feel like I have a really good feeling that it'll be much better than Titleist.
Okay. Yeah. So overall, what I saw is that precision, a little bit of distance loss, but it makes sense. You're going a lot overall, like from a, I would say like a hollower, just power generation from a more compact power generation. I personally, I think I would like this more compact too, because as someone who's learning and understands, I think I understand the physics of impact pretty well. Having more feedback is actually better for me.
Yeah, especially the irons, right?
Yeah, more feedback is a little bit better than me than more forgiveness in my learning phase. But if I'm, let's say, just purely playing, then of course I want more forgiveness.
For sure.
Yeah.
And definitely I'm not saying Honma is better than Titleist, because Titleist has their own muscle back clubs, which gives you more feedback. Yeah. But for me, for now, yeah, I think it works for me.
Okay. All right. Okay, if you guys want some Honma clubs, DM James. And if you like this video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and check out this video.